What's up, everybody? We're back on another episode, Pokeball Mania. Had an action-packed weekend. I can't thank all those that came out to both places Saturday and Sunday to see me. Um, a lot of good stuff going on. Spent the last 3 days, you know, doing nothing but Pokemon nonstop pretty much. Saturday, spent the day in Carlisle, had a lot of people come out. Um, Great event. Sunday, went down to Hagerstown, Maryland, had a awesome event, tons of people. I'm talking that place was ginormous, and so many people came through. Got to spend a few minutes talking to Aaron Brooks, great wrestler from Penn State, and what his future is looking like, and what he's thinking, what he's getting ready to take, and excited for all those things. And man, I just wanted to go through a lot of the stuff I picked up. I picked up some really cool things that I think you guys are going to really, really, enjoy looking at as much as I am going to enjoy putting them in my collection. So, um, I just want to start. I did pick up some other Pokemon Center ETBs, not something I didn't already have in my collection. So that was, something that I'll probably, I traded for other product and whatnot. So I'll probably get rid of those because I've already had them. I only try to keep one Pokemon Center of each one. I did pick up a Surging Sparks Pokemon Center today. Super, super important. That was one that I've been missing, been wanting to have for a while. I also picked up a guy made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I ended up picking up two of each. Pokemon Go, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. I picked up two. I couldn't resist the price. He made me a great deal. I'm gonna look over. They kind of packaged these a little crappy back in the day, so I'm gonna go over and figure out which one I want to, keep, and then the other one I'm gonna open. So right here on a video for you guys. So that's one that I'm gonna, pretty much open right here in front of you guys. The same with these. Pokemon Go released in 2022. Shining Fates came out in 2021. So we're talking 4 years old now, almost five. Shining Fates. I got a great deal. Guy made me an offer, a couple rips in here, nothing crazy, but for a collector, most collectors don't want to, couple rips, nothing that says, hey, this has been tampered with. It's just how sometimes they are. This plastic's finicky, but I'm gonna keep this one for my collection, and then I'm gonna open this one for you guys right here on the stream. Hopefully, there's a shiny Charizard on there. Nobody's gonna know, but we will find out. But some cool pickups. I picked that up for my collection. That was really, really awesome. I wanted to pick that up. Going through some other stuff. I actually picked up this, and this is a see-through actual card from the Pokemon Center. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I actually picked this up on Saturday, and this card was pretty cool. Like we had to do a lot of research. Me and a buddy of mine had to do a lot of research and figure out what this was. I ended up picking this up in a binder full of stuff. I bought the guy's whole binder and was like, hey, make me an offer. I can't refuse, and we'll go from there. Um, but I'm gonna go through some other cool slabs and stuff. I bought a lot of slabs, as you can see right here. I bought a ton of slabs. Um, so this is probably the biggest purchase I made all weekend. Well over $1,000 just for this one purchase. As many of you know that I opened Gem 2. Gem 2 has 4 exclusive cards you can only find in Chinese. These are all 4 of those cards. And in these 4 cards, I have them all in PSA 10s. So all these special exclusive cards that only come in one language, all of them in PSA 10s. And that's not even the kicker of it all. So the kicker of it all is what I just took off there. If you look at the numbers, they're all sequential 25, 26, 27, and 28, which means they were in a grading pile just like this at PSA. PSA graded 25, 26, 27, 28. All of them receiving 10s. And PSA has been very, very known to not give all 10s in these kinds of sequential sets. A lot of times they'll pick one out and they'll be like, oh, this is a 9. Um, so, The fact that these all got 10s, I was a little surprised because some of the centering is a little off to me, but really nice cards. I love these cards. Some of my favorite cards. As you guys know, I pulled this on another video, so pretty cool cards. I'm happy that I was able to get that. One of my great purchases. This was another one. This is a Topps Chrome card from 1999. Long, long time ago. And this is a PSA 9. I want to say there's only 101 or 106 of these in existence in a PSA 9. This is also the blue, so first edition. This card right here is really cool. I'm glad I got it. Just a basic one, but this card to me is going to be only going up in value. I love this card. This will sit in my personal collection, so definitely a great pickup for me. Love this card. Went and saw somebody today. I picked up some really cool cards. One is this Gengar. If you look right off the corner of the eye, nice swirl right there. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. Look at that swirl. Look at that swirl right off the eye. Yeah. Got a nice swirl. And this is a Japanese fossil 7.5. Um, you know, you know, it speaks for itself. It's a, old card. You're talking 1997 Mystery of the Fossils. This is when they come out in Japanese. They were out in Japan a couple years before us. So cool card to pick up in a 7.5. Awesome card. Great for my collection. Now, did pick up this Umbreon from Neo. This Umbreon is so sick. I love the hollow pattern, but as you can see, look at all those creases and all. So for some people, they only collect PSA ones. PSA one is probably a harder grade to get than a PSA 10. PSA ones usually you can get a 2 or it's damaged that they won't grade it. So one or the other happens, and that's just where it comes. But this is an Umbreon Hollow from 2001, Neo Discovery in a pristine one. Had to pick this up. I could not refuse this. This is a cool card to add to a collection. Great talking piece anytime. Super happy I got that one. Um, and then I just picked up a bunch of other slabs. Astria, you know, or Altera, sorry, Altera in a 10. Most of these are all 10s, in PSA 10s. So Altera, Unknown V. I was gonna send this card off for grading. Now I don't have to no more. I can just get rid of it. I already have it in a 10. So Articuno in a 10. I got the Japanese version of Venusaur and Snivy tag team in a 10. I got the Fat Pikachu VMAX um, from Lost Origin in a 10. I also got the Typhlosion V Star in a 10. Um, I got the Dawnwing Necrozama in a 10. Cool looking card. Love this hollow. Love the rainbows. Awesome pattern. I also got Koraidon 9. I'm not sure where I picked this up. It was some trade I got with it. Cool looking card. I love this card. Also picked up a Vaporeon in a CGC 10 from VMAX Climax. Probably one of my favorite, cutest little cards I picked up was Squirtle from Crystal Guardians in a 9. I just like the card. That's why I wanted it. Wasn't really concerned about the grade. Card was what I wanted. And the good old Deoxys VMAX in a CGC 10. Love this card. Beam me up, Scotty. All the aliens and all. I love this card. So I wanted to pick this up for the collection. So as far as graded cards, that's what I got. That's all I picked up on the graded side. Now did pick up a lot of loose cards. Um, stacks and stacks. In fact, I'm not even going to show you guys all of them. That's how many I picked up. I only pulled out a few stacks. So end up picking up a couple Zekroms from the new Black Bolt set. Uh, pick those up. Love those. I did pick up a Moltres Zapdos Articuno Tag Team Stained Glass Birds, as you guys know. I have one of these already, but there is a something different about this one that is not in my other one. And if you look closely at the bottom, you'll see where there's a crimp mark the whole way across the bottom. And so that happened. Pokemon did that, and that right there is kind of sought after with some, collectors. They like to collect some errors and some crimps and stuff like that. And I have quite a few crimps, so I wanted to pick this up. Great find. I also picked up a Magikarp Toys R Us stamp. As many of you guys know, Toys R Us is gone, so this right here is a cool card, nice hollow card that I definitely couldn't resist on this. End up picking up a penny, nice penny. I picked up an Umbreon Master Ball, another Umbreon Gold Star 25th celebrations, an Energy, an Arbok, Pikachu, Cyclozar, a Charizard EX, an older one. So pretty cool cards. I kind of whipped through these pretty fast. Um, so I did pick up the Pikachu General Mills promo. Awesome card. And I'll just run through these quick. Nothing special. I just picked up a lot of cool cards. Ends Plan, Drampa, some really cool cards. As you guys know, I did pick up a few first editions. First edition Cubone Jungle, Misty Determination, another Charizard, some cool Articuno Moltres, awesome hollow patterns in them. I did pick up some Halloween trick or trade ones, some Gengars, Mimikyu. Picked up some really cool cards. Nothing crazy. Also picked up some other playable stuff and just stuff that I haven't really gone through yet. This is all part of a binder I bought, but playable cards, some other ones. I got some great cards from different e-readers. Um, and you just need to go through the stack. I did pick up a Mew. It's pretty beat up, um, but not a bad card. Kind of like it. One of the collection for my Mew collection. Picked up another Mewtwo right there, promo card. Yeah, just a lot of older stuff. Picked up some, older stuff. Then we get into we got a couple Wigglytuff hollows. Um, Nido King and Nidoqueen hollows. Um, just picked up a lot of really cool cards, just tons and tons of stuff. Had a great time. I will be also drawing. Thank you guys all for everyone who supported me on my Facebook channel or on my YouTube channel, and came out and asked me. I didn't forget about everyone. Everyone knows this is part of the giveaway. I did have a lot of support at the shows. I had a lot of people support my YouTube channel at the show, and I appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a wheel for everybody that's commented and like subscribe to my account. And I'm going to draw this, and I'm going to draw this in another video, and then I'm going to try to contact. As you guys can hear, there's a lot of stuff in there. I put a lot of packs in here, so we're gonna get to the rightful new owner, and hopefully they enjoy it. But I want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting me, um, and everyone else. But hope you guys like some of the stuff I put in the collection. Thanks for tuning in. You guys take care.